Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys don't mind. I got these little liners in my teeth, trying to keep the teeth straight. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get through the show. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to talk. So, welcome to the Pull Up Chat. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, aka B. Just before we get started, continue to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, as well as Spotify, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Continue to follow me on Instagram, BJizzle, BJIZZLLE. Follow me on my Facebook, BJ Matthews. Follow my co-host Rick Masters at Rick Masters 23. Follow him on his Facebook, Project Masters, BRODERICK Masters. And do not miss any more of our shows by going to our YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Hit that little notification bell on top of the screen where you get all our updated content. Let's go. So today is going to be a very interesting topic. One of my most interesting ones. I think you guys are going to like really well. With the NBA preseason started, I think this is an appropriate time. I've really been analyzing this situation and kind of really trying to dissect it as best as I can before I, put it out there. But I think it's the appropriate time with, the vaccination and the season is about to start up again. It's a good time to, talk about this. Um, it's very understandable that the media right now, or in general, is responsible for the narrative that's put out there. The way the masses think, the way that people think, the media usually controls that because they're the ones in front of the TV screen that you guys watch every single day. Those are the ones that we listen to on the radio every single day. So what we continue to hear a lot of times, unless we do our own research for ourselves, that's what we're going to most likely tend to believe. Um, with the vaccination, like I said, Kyrie Irving is pretty much the source of the vaccination situation. I talked about this in one of my last videos about Kyrie Irving and him possibly missing time with the Brooklyn Nets. Um, Now, what I've noticed with Kyrie Irving, everybody knows he kind of goes about the beat of his own drum, but there's a lot of NBA players throughout history that's gone through the beat of their own drum. And the players that I'm going to name right now, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and like I said, Kyrie Irving, have very similar career backgrounds that the media has tried to shape up to try to shape the opinions of other people. Um, a lot of times you have to really dig deep and do your own research before you start believing what the media says. Of course, Kyrie Irving is going through the vaccination. Is he going to take the vaccination? Is he going to miss games this season? Is he going to cooperate with the NBA and the NBA rules or not? I'm noticing a lot of things that's been said about him is not even concerning basketball that are negative. He's aloof, he's crazy, flat earth comment, he's selfish, he doesn't care about his teammates. Um, but then I see pictures of him, going out, giving money to, regular people. I see him doing things for other people in other countries. I see him trying to convert his religion with the Ramadan and Islamic culture, Muslim culture. Um, so it seemed like to me he's looking at other things other than basketball as more important things in the world. That's why I said in one of my last videos, I think Kyrie Irving, if the Brooklyn Nets win the title this year, he will retire from the NBA. But that's neither here or there. When I want to bring up Kobe, Kevin, and Kawhi is because a lot of the things that were said about Kyrie as him being aloof and selfish was said about Kobe Bryant. He was a ball hog, he was arrogant, he was selfish, he couldn't cooperate with his teammates, he ran Shaq out, whatever you want to say. And then throughout his career, the whole narrative changed because of the media was actually starting to see the other side of Kobe Bryant. Just not the fierce competitor he was on the court, but the father, the husband, the person he was off the court, the philanthropist. And of course, after his tragic death, you see a lot of the world mourn over his death. So the media can really control what everybody thinks. And I just think that right now, Kyrie is getting the short end of the stick with his beliefs and what he feels like is right and wrong. Very similar to Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard. Kevin Durant, I think Kevin Durant has grown a lot from what he previously went through in the earlier years with him, worrying about what other people think, saying that he was a sensitive person, going back to people back and forth on Twitter and Instagram, beefs and stuff like that with regular people and fans. My thing is this. If you're bold enough to put a comment out there on somebody else's page, you should be ready for a response back, and not everybody's just going to turn the other cheek just because they're a superstar, they're a celebrity, that they shouldn't respond back to you. Um, the whole narrative has been Kevin Durant has been sensitive, but a lot of us regular people who have been, thrown a jab at by somebody that's not even true, will respond back or lash back. But because Kevin Durant is a superstar, he's a celebrity, he's not supposed to go back with somebody who says an unfair statement or somebody that doesn't make an accurate statement. And the media has tried to put it as Kevin Durant as being a sensitive person. When in reality, he's just responding back to what, somebody says to them. Now, I will say this, the burner accounts, we don't know if that's true or not. But if that is true, that is comes off a little bit as passive aggressive. But for the most part, I have no problem with KD going back with people who've taken shots at him. Of course, especially if they're not true statements. Kawhi Leonard, he's a different cat. Like you can say he doesn't talk to people. He's aloof. He's weird to laugh or whatever you want to say about him. But he seems to always just not even pay no attention. I think that's what really bothers the media even more because it's like they can't make him transparent even though he's doing what a lot of people do, like when they don't trust the media or don't trust somebody, not talk to them. He's somewhat the crazy one because he chooses not to get into that type of mix because he knows the type of stuff the media will make up throughout his career. So he chooses to stay silent, stay quiet, and whatever is said about him, he just rolls off the back of his side of his back. So kudos to him, but not everybody's like that. But like I say, I call this group the chaotic K's because of course Kobe, Kyrie, Kevin, Kawhi all have the name start with the letter K, and they all have similar situations with why the media tries to paint a negative picture. So the moral of this video I'm pretty much making is do your own research, find out about the person before you start just saying, oh, he's this, he's that, because he can end up not being here like on rest his soul Kobe Bryant and then you wouldn't have appreciated him while he was here. I feel like if when Kyrie does retire, the NBA world will miss him. They can say, oh, his antics, they don't miss the antics, but as far as how he plays and how he entertains people, that will be missed. I think Kevin Durant will be missed when he, chooses to leave. I think Kawhi Leonard will be missed because they're great, all-star athletes. So just appreciate when people is here. Do your own research. But what y'all think? Do y'all think I'm wrong what I'm saying? Is there a point? There's a correlation of through these four players. What do y'all think my points are? So continue to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube page, Pull Up Basketball Podcast. My Instagram, B Jizzle, my Facebook, BJ Matthews. With that being said, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out here like swimwear.